Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, Trubisky to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd down following the run. The play clock's running down. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. There, he does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now it's Trubisky dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A first carry now. This is Hill. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Kevin Dodd in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Play action. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Vikings. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They go play action. Trubisky. Looking for Shepard deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds Corey Davis. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll look to throw here. And Davis Edwards has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to escape. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And some room to work. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and some room to maneuver. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They try again with Cohen. And some room to roam now. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw again. A dump off now to Hill. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Davis with it left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, back 99, Philly. Here we go. Good. Over.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Powers through. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's up and good. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On second down, Hill. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Let's go! What? Let's run!
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
They go play action with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run it again with Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, we saw...